Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to another video. And today I'll be talking about the KTM 250 Adventure's highway capabilities. This is quite a bumpy section because it's not paved with tarmac yet. Anyway, I've come down to the service road and hopefully you can hear me and everything is good. Let's talk about the highway run. If there is one thing that this beautiful mission is built for, it's absolutely to tackle that on the highways. This bike is amazing, so brilliant, and you can in fact stop the video right away if you want to. Because I can assure you that this beauty is built for highways. Now let's talk about some details about the vibrations and other things on highways. The maximum speed in which I have traveled on highway is 125 or 126 kilometers per hour. But around that time there was a bit of a wind, and the front tires especially, the back felt stable, but the front started a bit of wobbling. So it's definitely due to the wind, and also the road was not that smooth, so that could also attribute to the shakiness. So since I have started losing the front section, I stopped that high speed run. So in those speeds, there is definitely vibration. There are a lot of vibrations. So and actually, in those speeds, the mirror is almost non-usable. You can see it like a blur, but it shakes a lot. So I wouldn't say that's kind of a refined speed, to put it nicely. And the one thing I've noticed is that, however, the one thing is that this bike is smooth at around, let's say, 95, 96, and you can even do 100. There will be vibrations, but the sweet spot is like 94 to 96 on 6th gear. You can drive that fast and still the bike will be smooth. And in general, around like 4k to 5k, 6k, those rpms, you'll feel less of vibrations. Yeah, this feels very comfortable till 96. There's a lot of wind. 97, 99, 100. Yeah, till around this you don't feel much of vibrations. I'm engaging the throttle completely, and I hope you can hear me as well. My ears are paining with the wind noise. So now, right now, everything is a blur on the mirrors. And in fact, today I'm not able to push that much as well because there is a lot of wind. So there are definitely some areas which could have been improved. So this is not at all useful for me, personally for me. If you're a tad bit shorter, I think this would do, but this one is not for me. Look at the way it bends, but this is good. I'm not concerned about this. I'm concerned about the other part in the front section that's scrapped. Okay, anyway, we are warding off the point here. Let's come back to the point that we are trying to make. A bigger windshield would have been really nice to uh, slice off the wind head on, and would have been overall a comfortable ride in that manner. And another lovely thing is these seats. When you sit on them, you'll feel that it's very hard, but a harder seat is kind of very good on the highways. Your bum feels very good after it, after some time. But if it's so soft, after a while you just dig into the seat and you'll feel super uncomfortable. You can easily travel like 150 kilometers without rest on this bike. And let me show you the braking power. So there is adequate power as well to stop, but maybe you can do with some upgrade to the brake pads if you want more bite. It could definitely do with more bite on the highways in emergency situations, so be wary of that, or you should get your brakes checked every once and again. So I would recommend upgrading the brake pads for highway runs. I have not upgraded the brake pads, but I usually travel at around maybe, let's say, 90, 94. when it permits, or usually it's around like 85 or something like that, so that it's manageable to stop. We can't trust our roads, and we definitely can't trust the drivers. So that's another point I would like to make. But if you have a very nice smooth highway with obedient drivers, including yourself, then this is amazing. So if I sit a further back, you know, then the wind kinds of still it's hitting me around the top section of the helmet only. But when I'm sitting properly, it just blasts on my face. And having said that, another point is that wear some cotton or something in your ears, or maybe an earplug, so that your ears won't hurt. Because when I was doing like 100, the wind noise inside the helmet was too much, and my ears started paining a lot. And if you're traveling at around, let's say 70 or something, and you want to get an overtake done, there is more than ample power to pull the bike to make the overturn without downshifting. But if it's under 70, maybe in 6th gear, you might have to downshift to get the overtake done. Idiots like this ruin the experience of riding on roads like this. So yeah, now it has at least touched 120. So it's definitely possible, but as I mentioned before, if you're comfortable with this speed, it's well and good, but still you'll feel some kind of vibrations. So on the handlebars, you'll feel a lot of vibrations. Maybe, but still it's kind of manageable, you know. But there definitely is, I'm not sugarcoating anything, there is definitely vibrations on the handlebar at like 120. And body part, there will be vibrations. And if your phone is in your pocket, you'll definitely feel like someone is calling you. So, but that's the vibrations, that's the effect of vibrations. And more than anything, you will feel it on your foot. I'm wearing a boot right now, but still at those speeds you can feel a lot of vibration on your feet. It's amazing on highways. You can just keep on cruising, you know, happily. You can go to 100, 150, and even more than that, according to your capacity. By around 150 or something, I'll feel like taking a rest or something. So that's a personal limitation as well. So, but if you can push it, I think you can easily go non-stop till 250 kilometers or something, and the bike doesn't heat on highways. I made a video about heating, that doesn't apply on highways. This bike gets soaked and gets really warm on normal weather. Not normal weather, normal traffic, but out on the highways with wind blasting on the engine, this engine gets cooled fast, and you don't feel much of heat on your legs as well. So overall, I would recommend this bike a lot, by a big margin over many other bikes that I recommend on this channel, if you're predominantly riding on the highways. Well, let's see any other points that I would like to make on the highways. Any annoyances other than the vibrating mirrors? Not much, to be honest. On the highway, this is super delightful. Okay, maybe I'll add one more point. It's about fuel economy. Fuel economy in the highways is absolutely wonderful as well. So usually in the city, you'll be getting like 24 to 30 depending on your riding style, but out in the highway you can expect anything like 40 to 45. So that's good as well. And the kind of sad and good thing maybe is that the 390 Adventure also returns similar kind of figures. So I think if you have the budget, you should try to get the 390X or something. So it's just 40,000 extra, so you definitely can try for that. Well, that's about it for this video, I guess. So stay awesome and ride safe, dear friends.